Function generators are useful in generating a variety of different types of voltage signals. You can use them to test out your circuit to see how they respond to fluctuating voltages. In this tutorial, we'll be covering the basic functions of the Stanford Research Systems Model DS335 function generator. There are, of course, a variety of different types of function generators on the market, but operating them is mostly the same. Do note that there are far more options that you can select, and this only covers the commonly used ones. This function generator, like most function generators, can output a sine wave voltage signal, a square wave voltage signal, a triangle wave voltage signal, a sawtooth wave voltage signal, and a noise signal. Let's go ahead and turn it on and give it some time to warm up. After warming up, it should display the frequency of the signal that is currently outputting. In this case, it's roughly 1 megahertz. To change the frequency, you can simply push the down arrow or up arrow buttons on the right. To select a specific frequency, you can type in the specified value using the number pad. You can furthermore decide whether the value specified will be in hertz, kilohertz, or megahertz by selecting the respective buttons. We'll be selecting hertz in this case. The frequency of the signal should now be 147 Hz. To connect to a function generator, you will need an appropriate BNC cable that will connect to the bottom terminal. Make sure to rotate the connector to lock it securely. This cable should have two outputs, black for the negative terminal and red for the positive terminal. We're going to connect this to an oscilloscope to see the signal being outputted, so connect the black connector to the ground probe and the red connector to the test probe. After auto-scaling, the oscilloscope should now display the signal. In this case, it's a sine wave. You can change the type of waveform by selecting the down arrow key in the middle. In this case, I can select a square wave, a triangle wave, a sawtooth wave, or noise. You can also change the amplitude and DC offset of the signal by pressing the respective buttons on the left of the function generator. To change the amplitude, first press the amplitude button. The screen should now display the voltage peak-to-peak amplitude of the signal. You should now be able to change the amplitude just like how you change the frequency. You can press the up and down arrows to change the amplitude, or by actually typing in the number yourself. Note that you can determine whether the number will be the voltage peak-to-peak by selecting the up arrow, or the voltage root mean square by selecting the down arrow. You can also change the DC offset in the same way you change the amplitude. Simply press the DC offset button, and then press the arrow buttons or the number keypad to change the DC offset. Some models, like the Stanford Research Systems Model DS345, also allow you to change the phase offset. This can also be done in the same way.